Welcome back to WIS News Prime Time. With today being Veterans Day, or Veterans Day happening this weekend, we take the time to salute our brave service members, and for many, the effects of their service stick with them long after, resulting sometimes in post-traumatic stress disorder.
For one veteran, her experience with PTSD pushed her to find another sense of purpose. Colleen Dibble was released from service in 2020, and since then she's turned her experience with PTSD into a journey toward a PhD.
Yeah, so joining us now to tell us more about her journey is Colleen Dibble. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for your service to
My
start
pleasure.
out.
Yes, absolutely. PTSD, you know, it's an issue that we hear more and more about, and that is a good thing, I think, because it raises the awareness that, you know, a lot of times those who have served, they carry some scars with them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And the more you talk about it, the more awareness we have is better, because we can be there for each other. Everyone kind of has this similar struggles once they get out and everything.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for those who maybe aren't necessarily familiar, when we talk about post-traumatic stress, it's having gone through an event, gone through circumstances that it's just tough to kick, and the residual effects stay long after the event happens.
Mm-hmm. It does, and luckily we have organizations that'll come in and help us out, and they'll get us out here for different events, like this Semper Fi in America's Fund, and it's been life-changing. So it's not as debilitating as it can be when you don't seek help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think it's amazing, the PTSD to PhD. So how did this come about? How did you decide that that's the path that you wanted to take?
I was getting out of the service, and I knew that I wanted to go back to school. I'd gone to school prior to the service and during. I always wanted to further my education. I feel like I'm a lifelong learner, and I applied to USC to their sport and entertainment program. It's a fantastic program. We have phenomenal faculty there, and I just really enjoyed it. I did my master's. I finished that last May, and I sought the PhD. I wanted to stay in Columbia and see what I could learn more.
Yeah, that's awesome. And where did Semper Fi and America's Fund come into this?
They were here day one. Even before I got out of the service, I was on the phone with my case manager. Her name's Jennifer Williams, and she's fantastic. We've had a relationship going on for about 3 years now. And she is helping me out with anything I need. I was transitioning out of the military, and they gave me a grant because I had bills, and you're out of your full-time job
right.
all of a sudden, you know, and that income's not coming in. They helped you with that. Neurofitness classes, because I had a TBI injury. They helped me with that. Also, they got me on different types of trips, wake surfing, so I got back into the water, and that was something that I was originally hesitant about.
Sure.
I was nervous about, and they got me back in the water, so I wake surf almost monthly now.
That's amazing.
That's great.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so they help with so many different aspects, obviously.
Everything. I mean, they help you with anything you need, but case by case basis, but they'll be there for you. They check in. When I graduated this past May, I texted them pictures because they're a huge part of that.
Yeah.
You know.
What would you say has been most helpful for you in your journey? Has it been those connections that you've been able to make with people? Has it been just getting involved with sports?
It does. Definitely athletics. I was an athlete when I was younger, but you know, things change. Of course, one, you get older, and two, really just finding what you liked, and the water is really what saved my life. Surfing is huge. I tell every veteran I meet, no matter what age, no matter what injury, I'll get you on a board, I'll get you out there surfing. I have 2 boards, let's go.
That's awesome.
And it's a whole community that we actually this next weekend we're with. It's an organization, Wake for Warriors, who partners with Semper Fi and America's Fund. We're taking an all-female group out in Florida with a wake surf pro. So
wow.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it's so much fun, but it's all people with similar backgrounds, similar injuries, but in service different times. And you know, we never talk about our injuries or how you can't think about a bad day out there.
Yeah.
You're really just having the time of your life. So it's definitely saved my life.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It is.
And how can people get involved?
So they can go, if if they're a service member, they can go right to their website and apply, and they get back to you really quick. If they'd like to donate, I know they're doing a donation campaign right now where they're matching till the end of the year with the Bob Parsons organization.
That's right.
Yeah, so they can do that and go right there on the website. I mean, the donations are what make the fund keep going. We all, about 2 weeks ago, about 200 or 300 of us we did the Marine Corps Marathon.
All right.
That was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, we did the 10K.
Congrats.
So I'm not marathoning yet.
Well,
but
still, that's amazing.
Awesome.
It was great, and I actually got to meet my case manager in person, which was a huge emotional moment.
Yes.
Because we've had that relationship on the phone and through text and emails, and we got to meet all of the staff members who are the most incredible people. 5 o'clock in the morning with their big red Semper Fi hands leading us to the metro, and then you blink and they're at the finish line. It's like, it was so much fun. It's one of the best events of the year.
Well, thank you again for your service, and we
my pleasure.
appreciate you coming and
course.
telling us about your journey. Colleen Dibble joining us. Thank you again very
Of course.
much.
Thank you.
You bet. We'll be right back.